What's going on, guys? It's me, semi-Mong, back with some more World of Warcraft. In today's video, we're actually doing the Trial of Valor Raid. So, a little bit of background context, little background story. Obviously, I wasn't around when Legion first came out. I've only returned within the past couple of months. So, in terms of raiding, character leveling, all of that, I've completely missed out. So, I've just started with my Warlock just to get back into the PvP. Been seeing some clips on YouTube, watching some videos, and it re-sparked my interest and I wanted to get back into the game, but I've gone straight onto my Warlock and I just went straight to the PvP. And in terms of raiding, I've actually missed out all of these. What I did was start at the Tomb of Sagaris just because I was at Argus at the time getting the catch-up gear. It was the latest raid, so I thought why not. But now that I've created my Paladin, I've created my new character, I want to go back and experience all the old raids. As you can see by the loot tables just then, none of this stuff would give me any better gear than what I can get on Argus. It's really just to help me out while I'm sort of completing my quest on the Broken Isle to try and get flying sort of enabled. Well, I need to get to Revered, so I'm doing all of the quests before going to Argus. Even though I could technically go now, I wanna get it all done and out of the way. So a part of that is actually just going through all of the old raids, seeing if I can give myself a little bit extra gear, but also just seeing what they were like. Obviously, I love dungeons, I love the raids, and I want to get back into it. And one of the ones that I did miss was the Trial of Valor. What was the other one? I think it was called the Emerald Nightmare, but that's split up into 3 different sections. This one was just conveniently one section. Now, I don't know why they do that. Obviously, in LFR, they split most raids up into different segments. I mean, on my Warlock, I went through all of the 4 Tomb of Sagaris segments, and then I joined the guild, and I actually did the whole thing in one on normal setting. So I'm getting a little bit of progression done, but I've sort of ditched the Warlock for now until I can character transfer him to my new main account. And as you can see, I've started my Paladin, and I've been jumping into some PvP just like the Warlock, but today's video I thought I'd jump into some of the older raids. Not too old, I did have in mind to like literally go through all of the raids from Classic all of the way to Legion, but that's something I'm going to do in my own time. If you would like to see that, be sure to let me know in the comments down below, because I'm like, sort of just looking to get cool mounts, cool transmogs. And talking about transmogs, that's what one of the things of Trials of Valor does. As you can see, I've grabbed this quest from the guy, and you have to collect 1,000 like shard fragment things, and it'll give you this cool armor set. I don't know if I actually show it off in this video, because I did record this video with my mic on and commentate over it, but unfortunately the mic wasn't working, so I'm having to redo it. But that's the first boss, Odin, that you see in the dungeon. I don't know what the dungeon's called. It's literally slipping my tongue. It's Trial of something, because it's the Trial of Valor as the raid, and then there's Trial of, is it Might? I think it might be Trial of Might is the dungeon, but the dungeon's a little bit longer than the raid. But I don't know what else to say, guys. Like, it's just a classic raid experience, really. I didn't want to miss out on anything. That's why I'm going to go back to all of the older Legion ones first. Just so it's sort of, I'm raiding in the older raids, but they're the latest raids because it's the latest expansion. I hope that makes sense. But it's all the same, really. I mean, we're just absolutely steamrolling through mobs at the moment. There's not really much challenge to LFR. On my Warlock, I did all the 4 LFR segments on Tomb of Sagaris and then went through it on normal. But on the Paladin, it's just, I haven't done anything, and LFR is just an absolute steamroll anyway. You don't really need any communication, you don't really need any mechanics. It's not like a lot of people know each other unless they've grouped up with each other. People are literally just running through the dungeon. Now, one thing I did like complain about or note about is, why is this guy not a mount? Like, literally, I clicked on the map, I opened up his loot table, and I was just there like 3-headed sort of dragon tiger thing. I mean, look, he's firing out like fire, fell, and arcane flames right now. Like, but this is where actually some of the first fragments, I was about to say shagments, but some of the first fragments come for that cool armor set. And then to finish it off, there is only one last boss. So quite conveniently, it is the shortest raid of the expansion, I'm pretty sure. I mean, the Emerald Nightmare split up into 3, Tomb of Sagaris is 4, and Taurus the Burning something is going to be 4 when it comes out in a few weeks. And to finish it off, we've actually got another boss that I'm pretty sure we've seen in a dungeon. Now, I don't know what dungeon this is again, but it's that boat dungeon. You know, the one where like she's got just this giant woman standing at the back. She summons up tentacles through the boat that nearly kill you. You got to kill the tentacles, and then you got to finish her off. this woman's kind of like that. As you can see, she summoned up tentacles. You've got to go kill all the tentacles. But she also chucks a tidal wave in your direction that sort of like pushes you back. And there we go. I mean, in terms of mechanics and like difficulty, there's not really much to it. But then once again, you've got that counter argument that it is just LFR. And in terms of loot, I don't think I actually got anything. But I am going to return just weekly. Like, I think they reset every Wednesday just to get the soul fragments for that cool transmog. And when I have, I'll be sure to do a video on it or post a picture on my Instagram. If you haven't already, go check that out down below. But guys, that was my first Trial of Valor experience. I'm more drawn to this shorter raid than I am all of the others because, as I said, it's just convenient only having 3 bosses. It's really short. You could potentially get some good loot out of it. Well, back in the day you could. I don't know about now. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave that like down below. Comment any tips and tricks. Be sure to get involved. I shall reply. Thank you for all of the support, and I shall see you in the next video.
Your efforts are for naught, mortals. Odin will never be free. I'm out right now. Cold will shatter you. I'll blow you a kiss. You'll catch your death of cold. Damn you, Odin! Damn